Hello everybody! Welcome back to Stan's Garage, bringing you everything you need to know for effective IT business management. Okay, in today's video, let's talk APIs. Now I know you're probably wondering, I've heard of this API thing, but what exactly is it? Well, because whether you're aware of the term or not, it's probably something you, as an internet user or online business owner, come into contact with every day. So this is why you should be aware of the attack trends going on right now that have been negatively affecting the world of API security. So what all does that mean, Stan? Well, let me tell you. Let's unpack that. 2021 has seen the most breaches in API security than any year prior. So that being said, 2022 will probably continue that trend. If anything, there's a chance we'll see more API attacks this year than ever before. So it's best to be prepared. We're gonna go over some of the more common attacks occurring right now. So you'll know what to look for and to look out for setting up APIs for your digital business. APIs, or application programming interfaces, have become a vital tool for businesses in all industries. They are the means by which two computer programs are able to communicate. So you know how like when Google asks you to sign into this other thing with your Google, that's an API. You know what I'm talking about now. So now that we got that all squared away, I tell you, I recently saw a good example where they related an API to being the waiter. Like a waiter, an API is the middleman for the software world. They take your order, send it to the back, and return with your food when it's ready. Well, that's kind of what an API does with data. So like when you pay with PayPal, that's a great example of a common API. So is Google Maps, or every time you view business hours or click reviews. Google Maps API does all that work for you. Issue with modern times is that the more popular APIs become, the more open they are to targeted attacks. First attack trend we've been seeing is the ability for bad actors to commit all types of fraud using API interfaces. Gift card fraud, loan fraud, even payment fraud have been taking advantage of just about everyone these days. You know who you are, and if you got gut, believe me, you are far from alone in that regard. So, as of last July, account takeovers, or ATOs, have seen an increase of 2,800%. This statistic alludes to about 700,000 attacks that happen every day, all trying to commit some sort of online fraud. Ever get a weird email by someone pretending to be your boss, asking you to buy gift cards because they're in a jam or need them for a client? This is a great example of an attacker trying to commit gift card fraud on you. Believe me, we've had clients who got hit by it, so if you've seen them, you are far from alone. Never send out a gift card information, and if you have already, hold on to the receipts and physical cards to report it to your local authorities. Fortunately, once the gift cards have been drained, there is next to no chance to get that money back. Account takeovers are a form of identity theft, when a bad actor gains access to someone's account credentials and uses it to commit fraud. For loan fraud, actors use your personal information they gain to apply for loans. They'll find public email domains such as Gmail and create like 3,000 email addresses, using them to submit multiple loan applications, hoping there's one that sticks. I mean, these are big, widespread efforts, folks, and there's no end in sight. Now, something like payment fraud, bad actors will use an account they've taken over to complete transactions. Plenty of accounts available on the dark web. And when targeting APIs, they'll make regularly spaced out phone calls from over 20,000 numbers and use this congestion to get a bite. They'll request refunds or steal sensitive information, all to make a quick buck. Then we get into our number 2 spot for API attack trends, shopping bots, right? You've all heard of bots. They're the ones who get the sneakers or the Xbox you wanted. But the use of these kinds of bots has also become very popular these days. You can use a bot to do just about anything when it comes to online retail. And that's where the problem lies. The retailers, they just care about making sales. They're not worried about whether it's a real person or a bot shop. Actors are buying malicious bot networks to acquire high demand goods. Shopping bots can in turn harm a business's reputation. They crash websites, ruin the brand image, jeopardize business deals, and so forth. Bots drive about 4,300% above average, and more than 85% of those are malicious actors. The last attack trend I wanted to mention is the back and forth method with account takeover. There usually comes a point where an actor will give up on an individual and move on to another target if they don't experience success. However, in 2021, we saw resilience on the attacker's end to continuously modify their efforts to achieve success from an individual's account. API attack traffic has more than doubled the amount of regular API traffic in the past year. Unfortunately, that's not all legitimate traffic. This makes it difficult for security teams to properly sift through legitimate accounts while attackers are drifting under the radar and not posing themselves as huge threats, using the slow and steady method to gain access to more and more accounts. And that's how they get you. Security has to split their attention to prevent fraudulent activity while also helping accounts that have been affected to regain their rightful control. There's a lot of work on the IT management side of these big businesses. So the ones that want to offer a secure user experience to their consumers need to protect their API traffic in the worst way possible. This is why we must be aware of the attack trends that are happening all around us. Because just because they're targeting the PayPals, Googles, Amazons of the world, doesn't mean they won't come for your small business if they see an opening. So I'd love to get some of your thoughts on this. What are some popular APIs you might use? Have you noticed an increase on security measures to verify your account? Remember, use complex passwords and two-factor authentication. You're going to beat 99.9% of the hackers out there, at least for now. So let me know in the comments below, and if you are in need of some cybersecurity assistance to make sure you're protected against bad actors, at least as best you can be, feel free to schedule a call with me via the Calendly link below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.